Hi everybody, thanks for being here today. That was actually an awesome presentation from Terry. I liked how he was talking about disrupting the market, and that's basically what's going to change things. So my product is called Pheels. They're interchangeable skins for high heel. They're interchangeable skins for high heel shoes. The company is formed as an LLC here in Corpus Christi. I came up with the idea about a year and a half ago on Leap Day. One of my friends, she flew down, she packed an entire suitcase full of high heel shoes, and I just thought that was insane. I was like, why can't you just have one shoe and change out the skins? That's when my light bulb went off and I went into the designing process. Right now, it's the management team, just me and my brother. Just for the record, we don't wear heels either. I like to throw that out there because I'm very open to feedback from women. I mean, they're the ones who have basically catered to and told me what I needed to fix of my product, and that's how I've been able to get to where I'm at right now. So right now, most people probably won't know what kind of shoes these are, so I'll kind of explain. This is a closed-toe pump. The platform pump appeals more to a younger demographic, and the regular pump appeals more to more of a business demographic. And what they are, they're changeable skins. What's nice about them is it's a spandex nylon blend, and the way that I've actually designed them is they actually line the inside of the shoe too. So what women tell me is it makes the shoes more comfortable because it prevents rubbing in their Achilles and it prevents blisters in the toe area. And the entire thing is machine washable, and we're using a specific fabric that's moisture absorbent on the inside too. And another good thing, since everybody's been talking about the environment, is ours is also environmentally friendly because it reduces the cost of actually having to manufacture a new shoe. So as you see, it's very simple. And I actually do have a pair here. And so this is a shoe with a high peel on. And as you see how simple it is to peel off the shoe, just like that. And to put it back on, the heel goes into the big hole, out the small hole, and it slides on, and then the elastic actually fits around a pre-manufactured seam. And a lot of people didn't understand how they worked. They asked me if they used magnets or glues or anything like that. There's no modification to the shoe. With this fabric here, the woman just has to put her foot inside the shoe normally, and it all holds it together. So I'll just put this here for you guys. So there are two products that we are working on. I just finished developing Pheels. Again, it took me about a year and a half to develop it. And through feedback, everybody kept asking me if I have shoes. So I'm in the process of designing shoes too. And with our shoes, I'm doing something extremely different. This is a cross-section of what kind of heels are already out there. Women say that the shoes aren't comfortable, and what I'm doing is I'm actually manufacturing our shoes with a foam padding and a gel insole built into the shoe. The foam padding and the gel insole will be primarily around the toe area, because with high heels, that's where the majority of the weight for women as they walk. And also the shoes that we have, I've created Pheels to work with an existing pair of shoes, but with my shoes, I've designed them in a way that they hold the high heel perfectly. My goal is to make our standalone shoes a comfortable pair of shoes that's also fashion forward for women. I want them to be able to if let's say women don't like the idea of changing out the skins, they'll still purchase our shoes because they are the most comfortable shoes out there. And believe it or not, nobody's actually done a foam padding or a gel insole already built into the shoe. So as far as the market opportunity is concerned, the main one is just multiple purchases. I know a lot of women love their shoes, and they have a lot of the same style of shoes, but in different colors to match their outfits. With my product, I have, right now, we've just revamped the website, and I have access to over 1,000 different fabrics. So basically, whatever color pattern you're interested in, I can do it too. One of my clients in Louisiana, she absolutely loves the product because Mardi Gras is right around the corner, and what she's done is she's actually bought a pair of $100 shoes and ruined them just for Mardi Gras because she wanted to match her shoes to her outfit. Now with this, you can just buy the skin and actually attach feathers, crystals, spikes, basically anything onto the skin and still save the integrity of your shoe. But the other main thing that we're focusing on is we want to make sure we manufacture a comfortable shoe. Comfort's been one of the main things that people have noticed about my product. Whenever girls put them on, the first thing that they recognize is the comfort aspect, because I know men probably wouldn't understand this, but the way I've been described, the way it was, is imagine wearing like your gym shoes without socks, and then one day somebody goes, hey, here's a pair of socks for your gym shoes. That's the way they described how High Pheels fits. So there are already existing solutions out there. The solutions out there are gel insoles, which are an added purchase and an added cost for the shoes. And there is a company also called One Sole Shoes. Very similar concept, but they mainly produce sandal type shoes. And they have a base sandal shoe, and they can change out the straps that go around the foot. So our target market is obviously going to be women. Just in the U.S. alone, women take up 49.38% of the population. Our focus is going to be 18 to 39. The reason why 18 to 39 is they're the main spenders in households. And out of those focused women, there are in the population of the United States, there are about 84 million women that are roughly between 18 and 39. That's our focus demographic. We want to appeal to the working women. There's the working women. They're the ones that are out there on their feet, walking around the entire time. And my product, I want it to be basically a fashion forward and budget conscious. A lot of women, some women do like the high-end shoes. I would rather appeal to the 90% of women versus the 10% that buy high-end. Okay, with both our products, we're actually the first to offer the interchangeable skins. It's a new concept and it hasn't been done before. So the interchangeable skins and the gel insoles and the foam padding are two new concepts that are being introduced in this industry. And again, with the high heels, our comfort is definitely going to be top of mind. We want to produce a comfortable product. Right now with High Pheels, we are a non-provisional utility patent pending. I did work locally with a patent attorney here, Susan Ochoa, and I wanted to actually learn the process, so I converted that from a provisional patent to a non-provisional myself. Last I heard is the USPTO is supposed to contact me on the 10th of this month to kind of let me know where we stand with it, so it's kind of exciting for me. I did file a trademark application for High Pheels. That's in the process also. So basically, as far as competitors, we have adaptability to products. I've actually come up with ways to, I have for other shoes, for flats and for peep toes also. And that's also going to require me to manufacture a shoe. But I think the main thing that women like, or that my testers have liked, is I've actually come up with a way to turn a stiletto heel into a wedge. And I'm sure most guys don't know what that means, but the wedges are basically it's the heel and the shoe are all one piece. And this is what a stiletto heel looks like. So proof of business concepts. When I first came up with this, I've created my prototype. I've showed my dad, and my dad's not a fashionable person, but he saw the idea. So that's when I knew I had something. And then I went out into the market here locally, and I just surveyed about 200 women just to see what they thought about the concept. I've used friends. Like I said, I've just taken feedback from anybody who wears high heels and just gotten their ideas on what they thought about it. And it's been something that I haven't gotten a negative feedback, so that's why I keep pushing forward. And I've also used fashion bloggers too. I'm also in the process of talking with our targeted demographic with like Forever 21 and Zara. They're interested in when I am able to get shoes, and I just heard from my manufacturers that I should have shoes in about next week or so. So right now the product, High Pheels is fully developed. The shoes are still being developed. Again, we're still waiting for samples to come in from China, and I'm able to do, actually my manufacturer just told me I'm still able to do platforms which are like these and non-platforms also, so I can appeal to a larger demographic there. Right now our current main distribution is through websites, or through our website, which we actually just got revamped. We're in the process of re-logoing, repackaging, doing a whole facelift of the entire company because we're transitioning from an accessories company to a full-blown shoe company. Yeah. And strategic partners, basically, I just got put in contact with somebody up in Dallas who was just featured on the Steve Harvey show today, and I know Steve Harvey is always into helping out entrepreneurs, so that's definitely be somebody who we're gonna continue working with, use our social network, and just find those fashion-forward women and girls that can be the face and the foot for our product. There is potential licensing. I would personally like to build this company for about 5 to 7 years and then explore our options from there. Ultimately, what I'd like to do is children's shoes. I see that there's a huge demographic for that because children grow so fast. I want to build a very basic, shoe, and as they grow, they buy another base shoe, but they can still change the skins as they grow and keep them. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
I really love your concept. I think it's really great.
Thank you.
My question is about the height of the heel and what the plan is, because obviously a lot of you wear shoes like that to work every day.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's one thing I'm working with my manufacturers. Right now, this is a 5-inch heel with a 2-inch platform, but without the platform, it's going to be a 3-inch heel. It's one of those things that my manufacturers are still able to work with me, and I can change the height of the heel.
So you always have to have a platform in order for the skin to fit, is part of the way it's put together.
Yes and no. It works best with a platform because there's already a pre-manufactured seam. And that's why when I first developed the product, I wanted to work with an existing pair of shoes. Whenever we have our shoes, what I'm doing is I'm designing it so that this seam is closer to the bottom so that it creates a kind of a hook point for the skin to hold on to.
Right, thank you.
Anyone?
Can you speak a little bit about the price points of how much it's going to cost and also the shoe itself?
Sure. Right now, high heels, we're retailing them for $19.99. Do you want me to go into my cost to manufacture too? Okay. I'm having them manufactured up in Dallas right now, and they're being manufactured for right about $5 a pair. That's important for me to try and keep it in the United States and have it, USA made. As far as the shoes concerned, those are coming out of China, unfortunately. But what we want to do is we want to pair our shoes with a pair of high heels and retail them for $69.99.
So what do you think the wholesale price will be?
Wholesale price is going to be right at $39.99. Yes. Any other questions?
Other questions? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any customers?
Right now, I've had friends, customers. Like I said, since I came up with it, and it's taken a while to develop. I'm at the point where I want to transition from the accessory company to the shoe company. Just the skins alone, I've sold right about 200 pairs.
And what is your go-to-market strategy?
Basically, we are going to focus on specific boutiques locally in Texas and then branch out from there. My goal is to focus on 10 different boutiques split between the major cities in each of the states.
So you'll do that yourself with your own sales organization?
Yes, sir. Right now it's just me and my brother, and yeah, we're still new and still up and coming.
Good luck.
So thank you. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Why not just focus on the skin, since that's the fast sell? It's manufactured right here, real close where you keep an eye on quality, and then try to push it through someone like a QVC.
Yeah, QVC is a different demographic. The reason why I'm transitioning to the shoe company is because since it is a new product, people don't really understand how it works and why or what kind of shoe it works on. And once I've explained what kind of shoes it works on, it works great with your shoes, but it works best with our shoes. And that's kind of my goal, is to say I'm going to sell the whole kit and caboodle in one package.
I think it's a great idea and a great product, and
Well, thank you.
my daughter wears shoes like that, so I'll get your card.
Awesome, thank you.
Sounds
Anybody
like a
else?
father with a daughter with a taste for shoes.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Other questions?
So
No, go on.
So the main idea
or do you think it's going to be on the shoe itself, or just for the skin? Because just following what Anthony said, I see that the key differentiator is the skin itself.
Yes.
So maybe a business model like Gillette, where we give you a low price device, and the places what actually makes money.
Yes.
I see a lot of opportunity on the skin itself.
Yes, and that's actually the direction that we want to go, is focus on the skins. I've developed ways to put, I can put crystals on it. I can do a screen printing on the side. I can put spikes on it. I've actually developed a way to put a functional strap that goes around the foot or around the ankle. The focus is going to be on the skins, but I want to be able to sell a nice, comfortable pair of base shoes also at the same time. Yes, sir.
Could you hold up the skin again? Let me see. It's like you put your foot inside and there's a sock.
Yes.
Put your hand, take it off the shoe for a minute, put your hand inside the thing. Let me see what it looks like. No, that deal, yeah.
So that's what it looks like. All the black fabric lines the inside of the
So
shoe.
your foot goes inside, it's like a sock. It's like
Yes. The black fabric
golf
lines
sock.
the inside of the shoe, so it's basically, like I said, what women compare it to. It's like wearing like nylons or socks with high heels, which, women wear nylons, but they don't wear socks with their high heels.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Great job, Ian. Oh, wait a minute, got one more back there.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I just want to say that when you think about your market, when you think of people who travel with high heels, I think it's mostly business women who wouldn't necessarily wear the stiletto.
The high heel.
And I would say, just kind of try to think of a way where no matter what the size of the shoe or the heel, that it would still fit.
Well, and that's the way I've designed it, is that the height of the heel doesn't matter. The fact that if it's a closed toe pump like this, the product will work on a closed toe pump. The height of the heel, the fact that it's on a platform, that doesn't really matter. It works best on a platform, yes, because it does have the shoes out right now, they already have a pre-manufactured seam. And that's why I'm transitioning into a shoe company to have our shoes made, and with our shoes made too, I want to make sure that they're a comfortable pair of shoes, so that the base shoes themselves are comfortable, and women will buy just the base shoe because they have the foam padding and the gel insole already built in. Yes, ma'am.
I wouldn't look over the older women demographic that doesn't wear the real high heel, because let me tell you, and really remember this, because this is true about, especially about older women, that sometimes it's very uncomfortable, especially if you're on your feet all day, or you're a realtor like me, and it's not fashionable to wear a sock or a little sockette. They always show you never can do it. You rub blisters, and if you did a shoe for my demographic that was a comfortable but cute shoe, and had it can even be a comfortable shoe, but where you are going to get the edge is that you've got the liner that doesn't look like a liner. It's not popping out of the line around the shoe.
Exactly.
And so it's more, I could see where it would be more comfortable, fewer blisters, that kind of thing. And you don't have to feel like you're wearing a little sock or hose, because that's just not in style at all.
Once I work with this manufacturer, once I figure out which manufacturer I want to work with, my next transition is to flats. So like I said, I do have working prototypes for flats. It's something that's on hold because I'm going to have to manufacture my own flats. Basically, I'll have to create a groove where the flat and the sole meet, so that the high heel can actually fit into it.
Make sure it's really, really comfortable, and it's like a sock that you can't, you don't even think of it as being a sock, and yet it's comfortable because you're not rubbing blisters.
Okay. Yes, sir.
What happens if it gets wet?
It's a regular fabric. If it's on the shoe, you don't notice it. If it does get wet or dirty, the whole thing's machine washable.
But if you're out at making business calls all day and it gets wet, and what does it stretch? What do you do? I mean, I suppose you just take it off and throw it.
The girls or the testers that I've had wear them, and they said that it gets wet. They don't notice it until they take the peel off.
I see. So it doesn't come off of the shoe.
Yes, that's correct. The elastic is what holds it on into that seam. So it getting wet, it's not noticeable. Any other questions?
That's great. Thank you very much.